and behind me is the Nissan GTR, maybe kind of angry, and what is he going to... Whoa! That's what happens when you get frustrated, I guess. Hello there people, this is Out of Base, and today we are at Zolder, Belgium, racing and starting the race in 5th place, so immediately behind the fellow Bentley. And this race will be really eventful, so stay tuned. We will have a lot of action right from the start, and guys are pretty impatient in this race, kind of making a little mistakes, if you will, on positioning themselves on the track and doing the moves that they really shouldn't do in certain situations. So this video is all about seeing what safety rating 59 to 70 actually looks like in community. So right now, sitting comfortably in our destined place, which is 5th place, right behind the Bentley. So right now, guys, pretty clean race as of yet, right now. So somewhere in the middle, behind me also the guys are losing the precious tenths behind me. So right now, through the chicane, really good speed, kind of, but we will try to carry as much speed as I can through these fast sweeping corners, and getting that good run out of slower corners is crucial, because this track really gives you good possibilities to overtake guys on slow corners. So there's not a lot of room, but you can the layout of the track allows you to make really nice overtaking maneuvers. So this chicane is really crucial to take it really good. So not so much for this place, but also if you take this and you have good run through first corner, you will have a good chance that you will overtake the guys in the inside line on the second and third corner of the track. So right now, trying to carry as much speed as I can through the 4th corner of the track, and kind of good speed. I was a little bit too scared in this race to carry too much speed, so and we made a huge mistake here, and what can you do? Almost had a contact, but we avoided the contact, and now we will speed up a little bit. So right now in the second chicane, a massive contact between Nissan GTR and Porsche, but he will re-enter the track. Really fortunate for him. So now the three-way fight between me, Porsche and Aston Martin. So trying to get those exits really good, so we can have an inside look or some look for a move. So Lambo really slow on the left side, so trying to peek our nose here, and we will kind of nice move a little bit, small door-to-door contact, but it will do. So right now, really angry Porsche guy behind us, and he will do a massive dive bomb on us. So didn't plan out for him really well. As you can see, he was looking the other way of the direction you need to go, so not the best day for Porsche dude. But we will find ourselves behind the R8, and kind of slow guy. Right now we are at the back of the pack. We remember we were sitting in 5th place starting, so massive oversteer and snap oversteer for R8. So we will gain the position, at least one position. So we will fast forward a little bit. So here we find ourselves, as the two guys are fighting, we find ourselves really close to them. So As we know, Lambo guy and GTR guy have some pace issues on this track, so not the best line for guys, but we will lift the throttle up a little bit so we don't make the contact as it is not needed. They will do the natural selection for us themselves, so not the best line for Lambo also, and trying to carry as much speed for the main straight of the Zolder, so not quite gonna happen. But as you can see, three-way fight for a position, so that's a good news always. So if the guys are fighting really, then you can expect some positions gained. So here, not the best line, and kind of guys fighting, and we will try to carry speed with the Aston Martin, but we were fortunate enough to go inside to both of them, but they just decided to exit the racetrack and go to the gravel and spend time there. So right now speeding up a little bit, and we find ourselves to another four-way fight this time. So a lot of action, as I told you, so keep on watching. It's gonna be interesting what kind of things guys do when they get frustrated as they lose positions. So here we sit behind, and right now myself, I'm being really laid off. I try to just pick out guys one by one for as they make some mistakes, or mainly you want to overtake guys on the straights, but not this time. We'll go inside, and little contact, not massive but little, but we will find ourselves laying back a little bit more, so as the contacts come. And not the best line for GTR, as I told you. He's not making the best things. As you can see, they're fighting. They're just gonna decide to murder each other just for some position. Yeah, as you can see, GTR is really eager to pass everybody, but he has to optimize those lines, those exits, and those apexes has to be worked on. So we kind of have some moves on Aston Martin in front, but we don't want to bring the fight on the corners. We want to bring fight for positions on straights. So we want to maximize our exits, but we will let the Lambo pass. Okay, there you go, man, no problem. And we find ourselves just in front of Nissan GTR, so kind of interesting thing. Lambo is not very consistent, so that's the main reason why I let him pass. As you can see, he's really slow on the main most of the corners. So behind us is Nissan GTR, and he can't really, and he wanted to murder us, as you can see right there. Oh man, and he, I guess, didn't succeed in that instance. So Nissan GTR guy was really, I guess, frustrated that he couldn't make any positions. So patience is key, and a little bit of retaining yourself from making those moves or letting the guys pass. You have to see which guys are really bad, who makes really frequent mistakes. As you can see, the Aston Martin, he did the mistake there, and it's really easy pass. I don't lose any time whatsoever. We just pass him really slowly on the straights, on the back straight. So that's the thing you need to look out for. Don't do these mistakes on always trying to overtake or retain your position. As you can see, we're sitting behind the Lambo here, trying to catch him, but we find ourselves in a little bit of stress situation. As myself, as also when somebody is really peeking his nose behind me, I get really stressed out most times than not, and making those mistakes on those sausage curbs. And okay, dude, we will signal him that he can pass me if he can. but not the case in this instance. So we will kind of try to defend the position semi-defensive, but we will make the mistake on taking the line, so we find ourselves now behind Aston Martin and massive understeer here, and we will try to sit back, relax a little bit, and try to catch him yet again. And we know his weakness is slow corners, so he's carrying bad lines and not too much speed, and we a little bit in his back. I wasn't expecting him to really have oversteer, so we will wait a little bit, but as we can see, he really doesn't continue the race, so we will find ourselves in top 10. This was the race, all about patience and knowing when to let the guys pass and when to take over the guys. So I hope you enjoyed. Leave a comment, leave your thoughts, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.